So today I wanted to finally give my review for Step, this documentary that I saw way back in January, and I wondered about even doing this review because if you've been following me at all, my channel, me on social media, you already know what I think about this movie and how much I love it. It's my favorite movie of 2017. I saw it back at the Sundance Film Festival in January. I actually saw it as part of a triple header for Sundance, and I didn't really love either of the other two things that I saw. And so I went in, I was kind of like, and it was my birthday, and I went in, I'm like, come on, something good. And I was just blown away by this documentary, and to me, this is why we love film. Film is about storytelling, and it shouldn't matter if it's in a documentary or if it's in a fictional, story or a narrative or an animated film or whatever it is. If it's a good story, it's a good story. And I haven't seen something that moved me this much for a long time, and it really did remind me a lot of Hoop Dreams, which is a movie that was really important to me as far as developing my love of movies. I remember when Gene Siskel and Roger Ebert would talk about it, and just how it was not a movie about basketball, it was a movie about these people and their struggle to be heard, and their struggle to make it through. And I think one of the most, with all the basketball and other stuff, one of the most amazing moments of that movie is when the mother of one of the boys graduates from nursing school, and it's just this triumphant moment. And I think it's very similar here. The dance is kind of oddly irrelevant to the movie. It's just a vehicle to sort of help tell the story. And there are some good dance routines, but that's secondary. They could have just as easily called it college, because it's really about these girls and about getting them through to college. And I'm a big believer in charter schools, in school choice, and so to see what happens when you have a school, even in the inner city, even in Baltimore, you have a school that is making a personal commitment to every single one of these young ladies, and what a difference that makes in these women. And I found it just so moving. Particularly the guidance counselor is amazing. She is just so determined to save every single one of these girls, to help them, to do anything she can with them, and I just think she's a rock star. She's amazing. And I think the principal is awesome. I think that Coach G is awesome. I actually got to meet her at the Utah Film Center screening that I went to. I've actually seen this movie 3 times, and it hasn't even come out in my theaters yet, because my local Utah Film Center is a fiscal sponsor of this movie, which is totally awesome. I love that. And so I got to meet Coach G, and at Sundance we got to see some of the girls dance, and they're amazing. And I just love this movie. I think it is hopeful. I think it's inspiring. I think it has really beautiful moments. There's 3 girls that are in particular focused on. There's Talia, Corey, and Blessin. And Blessin does overtake the movie a little bit, but she's a pretty commanding personality, I think. And the story of her mother and that has very severe depression, and the people at school have never even met her mother, and kind of what happens with that story is really moving and beautiful. And these are people that sometimes don't have food for dinner. They don't have electricity. They don't have, and they're trying to do something better in their lives, and just trying to support each other and pull each other up. And it's just so inspiring and wonderful. And there's moments where you just want to cheer. It won the Inspiration Prize at Sundance. This does not feel like some dry, boring documentary. It's much more fast-paced than Hoop Dreams. If you thought Hoop Dreams was boring, which it's not, but if you did, this is more briskly paced. This is more commercially paced than Hoop Dreams. This is a very strong, just sort of narrative that flows through it. And you could say that it's predictable, but it's real life. This is what happened, and so I think that that's a weird criticism. I just found it so wonderful, and I just love it, and it's my favorite movie of 2017. And I've seen over 80 movies that are new releases, so that's pretty good. And I'd say it's My second favorite, if you include Your Name. Those are the two movies that really just inspired me the most I've seen this year. I just love them both so much, but they both have great heart to it, and they're both ones I just connected emotionally to. And it seems so different, but I connected emotionally to both. And so yeah, that's my thoughts on Step. I think it is just such a wonderful story. I love all three of these girls. I love watching the dancing. I mean, you could make a complaint that there isn't enough dancing if dancing is what you like, but that's not what this movie is about. This movie is about these girls who happen to be on a dance team. I thought there's enough dance to make it interesting, but that's secondary and it's not the main focus of the movie. It's about these girls and their story and these teachers and parents and everybody that are all there to help them succeed. So I loved it. I think it's great. I'm gonna see it at least 2 more times. And so let me know if you see Step, what do you think of it, and what's your favorite documentary? Put it in the comment section. And thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you later. Bye!